The victory of the Congress in Karnataka and the downright defeat of BJP have made parties go back to the drawing board, wherein they seem to be recalibrating their strategies for 2024 Lok Sabha polls, once again attempting to pin each other down over corruption allegations. Just over a month after the Congress stormed to power in Karnataka, riding on corruption charges against the BJP government, it finds itself facing grave charges from the opposition. First, JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy coined the term YST tax, an indirect reference to Chief Minister's son, Dr. Yatindra Siddaramaiah. Now, Kumaraswamy has brandished a pen drive outside the assembly, claiming to have proof of corruption against the government. He said that he will release the proof at the right time.
I am carrying in my pocket only.
So this pen drive has some evidence.
Sure. I can release any time. Why do you worry?
When you release
without any proper information, I will not release anything.
So this is against the government.
So sitting as a minister on this responsible minister.
Corruption charges.
How he has collected money for posting of the officers. Everything is here.
H.D. Kumaraswamy's claim that a minister in the sitting cabinet was involved in the transfer scam. He said that 10 crore rupees was being charged for each transfer in the State Energy Department. He's reiterated the stand in the Karnataka Assembly today, leading to a ruckus in the House, with Congress leaders objecting to his claims.
ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಂಡ್ರೈವ್ 224 ಜನಕ್ಕೂ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಆಡಿಯೋ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತೀನಂತೆ
ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಅವರು ಎಚ್.ಡಿ. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು.
And Congress workers have filed a complaint against Kumaraswamy with the Lok-Ayukta, accusing him of making allegations of corruption without any proof. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah responded to the allegation on Twitter, calling Kumaraswamy a desperate leader resorting to desperate measures as he's out of power. Congress leaders have dared the former Chief Minister to release the proof.
H.D. Kumaraswamy is a former Chief Minister. He has more responsibility than anyone else. If he has a proof, withholding the proof also is a crime.
If any person and someone like Mr. Kumaraswamy, who has been the Chief Minister of a state and a responsible citizen of the country, has some incriminating evidence, as he says, then why is he keeping it to himself? And why is he saying that I will release this, if you have guts, you inquire about my misdeeds? This is not the way a responsible citizen behaves. He has any incriminating evidence, he has to make it public.
ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಹೋಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮೂಲಕ ಪವರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಿದೆ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಗೇನಿದೆ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. 14 ತಿಂಗಳು ನೀವೇನು ಪಂಚತಾರೆ ಹೋಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಹಿವಾಟು ಏನು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ ಪೆನ್ ಡ್ರೈವಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು
All right, for more on this, let's go across to our guest. Joining us with us is Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Aslam Pasha, Spokesperson of the JDS, Syam Prasad Meka is a leader of the Congress party, and R.K. Upadhyay is a senior journalist. Let me start with the spokesperson of the JDS, Aslam Pasha. On what basis is Mr. Kumaraswamy making these charges? And if they are such serious charges, why doesn't he make the pen drive public or submit it before the authorities?
Madhav, first of all, let me tell you and all the panelists, and yours is an esteemed channel, the people of Karnataka need to know that we as JDS party will fight against the corruption tooth and nail. And of course, being a responsible person, being the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Kumaraswamy has made an allegation. There is substantial evidence with us. And why is the Congress government getting so rattled? If there is nothing for you to worry, there's an allegation which we're making that, one cabinet minister is involved in a transfer of official, and of course there is a huge amount which has been charged to the official, and I mean I don't know what is the issue.
No, why speak without proof is the question they're asking. I think it's a fair question. If you have the proof, bring it out. What's stopping Mr. Kumaraswamy from bringing out the proof? You've not answered that.
we would certainly release this. We would certainly make it public
when
the right time comes. We will certainly make
because it appears
public when the right
because
time
they're saying
comes.
this is just an attempt at seeking publicity because you're out of power. That's the charge coming from even Mr. Siddaramaiah. That's what he's saying.
Madhav, I see that the Congress government is rattled, and I'm not too sure why are you also getting rattled about it. There is.
I am just saying, sir. What is the question of getting rattled? We are saying there may be proof. Bring it out.
I see.
If anyone says bring out proof, that means they are rattled.
No. Listen, Madhav, listen. Okay, I see that most of their MLAs coming out and talking ill about, they can make jibes, they can make whatever they want, but we will definitely release it to public.
Okay, Syam Prasad Meka, you are rattled. They will release it when they want to. That is the stand of the JDS. Why are you worried if you are innocent? That's the question they are asking. Please respond, Mr. Syam Prasad Meka. Syam Prasad Meka, can you hear me? Mr. Meka, can you hear me? All right, I think we don't have Mr. Meka yet. We'll try and reconnect to Mr. Syam Prasad Meka. Let me take that question across to Upadhyay. Upadhyay, does this really add up? What Mr. Kumaraswamy and Mr. Aslam Pasha here are saying. He, of course, brandished that pen drive outside the assembly yesterday. You know that very well. Today, he spoke about it inside the assembly, and that rattled Mr. KJ George, because I assume it's his department that Mr. Kumaraswamy was talking about. But the position that has been taken by Kumaraswamy is that tenable. Was they say, we want to investigate, we want to find out, and then we'll bring out this particular video. Upadhyay.
No, I think Madhav, it's quite ridiculous, the stand that he has taken. If he has a proof, then he should produce it. I mean, especially when you bring it to the House, you should present to the Speaker. That is the procedure. And he should give it to the Speaker so that the Speaker can go through it and then order an inquiry or whatever. So instead of that, he's just brandishing it and saying that I have this incriminating document, I have this incriminating evidence against, bribery in the government, but then he doesn't come out with it. I mean, I don't think, it is right. But unfortunately, what I see in the last 2 days is that, there is so much of recrimination among all the parties. And, it is most shocking, especially today, between the Siddaramaiah and Bommai on the one side, and Kumaraswamy and Siddaramaiah and KJ George and Swamy on the other. All this old bitterness is coming out, and it's really shocking that at the very beginning of this government we have this kind of a conduct. So it doesn't augur well for Karnataka.
Is that surprising, sir?
Politics.
There's a Lok Sabha election in 10 months. Not really surprising if you look at it that way. But let me bring in Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, the larger question that many in fact want to know is that if there is indeed corruption, then it should reach its logical conclusion. What really is the BJP going to do? Because the JDS and the BJP have already spoken about collaborating to expose the Congress government. If that's indeed the case, what is the BJP going to do to take this forward?
Madhav, first and foremost, the allegation made by Mr. Kumaraswamy that he has a pen drive and he will reveal the proof at the right time. I think that is best left to him. It is best left to JDS. If indeed they have proof, then for the sake of the citizens of Karnataka, that documented proof should be out in the public domain. But the larger question is this. Who is the energy minister currently in Karnataka? It is a gentleman called KJ George. And if you recollect, Madhav, KJ George in 2016 was the Home Minister before he was shunted out and shifted to the Urban Development Ministry because there were two very important cases filed against him. The suicides of Deputy Superintendent of Police M.K. Ganapati, and then there was another suicide by another Deputy Superintendent of Police, Kalappa Handibag. And I'm told that both those cases have still not been dismissed. So he's still on trial in both these cases. My simple point is this. If KJ George is supposedly such a close loyalist of Siddaramaiah, he was earlier a loyalist, of Indira Gandhi and has been with the Congress since donkey's years. My point is, Caesar's wife has to be above suspicion. The Congress came to power on the back that ye to 40% commission sarkara hai. Why did you give such an important portfolio of the power and energy ministry to a man who's already has a tainted background, and has never been above board.
Madhav, I think she's just assuming.
Yeah. Many hands, many want to respond. Many want to respond. One second, Mr. Upadhyay, before you come in, I just want to quickly bring in Syam Prasad Meka. We had got disconnected. I'm going to come back to you gentlemen in just a minute. Syam Prasad Meka, Caesar's wife must be above suspicion, says Sanju Verma. If there is such a powerful person as Mr. KJ George, who's not being made minister for the first time, is believed to be very close to Mr. Siddaramaiah, then shouldn't in fact the record be set straight, at least given the fact that he is a minister and these are very serious charges? Syam Prasad Meka.
First of all, I would like to apologize for the poor connectivity. I am on the way. I'm in car trying to respond to this. Okay, now coming to the topic. If Mr. Kumaraswamy has something in his pen drive, bring it on. Why are you doing this bargaining? We are not open for bargaining. Go ahead and bring it on, guys.
Who is bargaining, sir? Who is bargaining?
No, I'm saying, Mr. Kumaraswamy, why is he delivering this empty threat? If he has something in his pen drive, go ahead and put it in front of the people.
No, but Mr. Meka, why would you say he's bargaining? One second. Syed Aslam Pasha, Mr. Meka, why would you say he's bargaining? Do you have some information or some concrete proof that he's bargaining or attempting to bargain?
No.
Or cut some kind of a deal?
No. What I'm saying is, if you have some proof, bring it on. Don't threaten people. If you are threatening people and not bringing out what you have, then you are basically open for bargaining. Sorry, we're not for bargaining.
So there is a difference between threatening and bargaining from the last I understood. But yeah, Syed Aslam Pasha, is this just an attempt to position and threaten? Is this just an attempt? It's what Mr. Meka is saying is that unless you bring that proof to the fore, it will just be perceived as an attempt to threaten. And that's, in fact, the logical conclusion of, in fact, as a responsible chief minister, is that any case of corruption should see its logical end. It should be submitted before the Lokayukta or the Home Department or the CBI or the ED, wherever the proof may be, the most apt forum for it to be submitted to, Mr. Pasha.
Madhav, you're absolutely right. We will. This case will certainly see a logical conclusion. But the person, the Congress spokesperson who's speaking about it, what is the bargain? Which bargain are you talking about, sir? Which bargain and which threat are you talking about? If you're so clean, if your ministers are so clean, if there are no corruption charges, why are you so worried? Who is talking about the bargain? We never spoke about it. We are saying that there is a substantial evidence. There is a substantial proof which we have got. You are talking about the bargain. You are talking about the threat. Why are you so rattled? If you are so clean, why are you so rattled?
Okay. I'm going to come to Sanju, 1 second. I'm going to bring in Mr. Upadhyay before that. Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay.
No. I need to respond to that.
Yeah, one second. Mr. Meka, you joined the debate late. We'll give you a chance to respond. Let Mr. Upadhyay come in now. Yeah.
I think Mr. Kumaraswamy, in all fairness, should come out with the name, come out with the details of the, whatever evidence that he has. Because see, now he's making a room for all kinds of speculation. Sanju was talking about George being involved. He has not been named by Kumaraswamy. My information is some other minister. I don't want to talk about it because unless there is evidence. I mean, we should not be just, throwing names and then tarnishing the reputation of everybody. And Kumaraswamy, being a former chief minister, twice chief minister, he should, be responsible. Yeah, he is taking the shelter of the house to make all this kind of wild allegations.
But Mr. Upadhyay, one second. With due respect, sir, isn't the charge allegedly about, or the allegation that Mr. Kumaraswamy spoke about engineers in the electricity department?
Exactly.
I'm just clarifying this.
I think my information is some other minister. So there
are other ministers appointing people in the electricity department. That's a very, very interesting situation, sir. I mean, I've not heard of such a situation, but it is rather unique. Okay, let Sanju come in.
I mean,
thank you.
So that is why we should not be speculating about the names.
Okay.
It's high time that he comes out with the truth.
Okay. Let Sanju respond to you now. Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Kumaraswamy has alleged that the pen drive and alleged corruption pertains to the energy department. And last I heard, the ex-Home Minister of Karnataka and the current energy minister is Mr. KJ George. So I am not throwing names off my hat. Point number one. Point number two, Madhav. Throughout the run-up to the Karnataka elections, I remember I was in a zillion debates, including on your channel, and the two names from Karnataka BJP which kept coming up on every debate was one of K. Ishwarappa and the other of Madan Virupakshappa. And K. Ishwarappa, when there was an allegation by that contractor who unfortunately killed himself, Santosh Patil, when he made the allegations of K. Ishwarappa asking for bribes, we removed K. Ishwarappa as the Panchayati Raj Minister. Later on, there was no charge that was proved against him, yet we did not give K. Ishwarappa a ticket in the Karnataka Assembly elections.
Okay.
Nor did we give a ticket
I want Mr. Meka to respond to that. I want Mr. Meka to respond to that. Okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Let Mr. Meka come in. Yes, Mr. Meka. Mr. Meka, we are only asking you to maintain the standards that we did when we were in power, says the BJP spokesperson. Please respond to her.
No, what was that? I was never a BJP spokesperson.
Oh my God, you didn't understand my question. I'm saying the BJP spokesperson on the panel says that when we were in power, Mr. Ishwarappa, who was a minister, was asked to step down despite the charges not being proved.
Okay.
That is what she just said. I'm asking you to respond to her.
Okay. See, the point is, so if you look at the UPA government, we sent our minister to jail. We made our ministers to resign. That's what Congress party did.
So you will maintain the same standard. As soon as some proof comes out in public domain, you will maintain the same standard. So Mr. Meka, this is your assurance.
If you have a proof,
yes,
bring
so
it on.
Sure. So I'm just saying,
them to jail.
I'm just saying that, so therefore the same standard and the same yardstick will be maintained. This is what you're saying, Mr. Meka? Okay, the same yardstick will be maintained. Completely out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Completely out of time. I'm sorry, we are out of time. It's a very interesting debate, a very interesting subject. And of course, this is a subject I suspect we haven't heard the last word on. Will Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy be able to substantiate the very, very serious charges he has made both inside and outside the assembly? That's something that we'll be tracking very closely. For the moment, slipping into a quick break.